Now here's a strong, powerful woman I can get behind. Come on. It's you got to do the joke. Look, Gina Carano has certainly proven herself and has earned her way in the position she's in now. I didn't know much beyond her, of course, her fighting career and all that. But when she got in to movies and whatnot, it says, well, can she act? She certainly has the physical prowess to be credible, unlike all the other strong female action heroes who look like toothpick-limbed supermodels, just knocking Navy SEALs all over the place. Now, if it's a character that has superpowers and it's magic or what have you, it's different, like Wonder Woman. But when it's just a CIA agent or something like that, and well, no, I'm sorry. But looking like her, well, that's a little different. And she does this at the same time maintaining her femininity, which is also a big plus. So, all very good, but her role as Cara Dune here in the Mandalorian series was pretty good. Now, for the Mandalorian's purposes, once again, its biggest strength has been its simplicity of this, space western, and she fit right in with that. So if they wanted to do a spinoff for her, I think she's brought enough to the table. I would have to see how she does in the second season and so on and so forth. But this isn't a definite no. It's like, oh God, here we go again. Is she going to dye her hair purple and preach to us and kick men in the balls? She'll probably kick some balls along the way. She may have to. But if in keeping with the tone and the structure of how Mandalorian has delivered, and she goes on these action adventures, I think that would be good. It might even be great. And of course, have some great sympathies for her recently because the Twitterverse came for her and she stood her ground. She showed spine, and that's impressive. I kept worrying, at some point she's going to bend the knee. She hasn't so far. So, for that alone, gotta give her a shot. So, I think this could work out. Now, Cara Dune, we learned in the Mandalorian series, and they go through it. We know that she's from Alderaan, which is interesting. That's where Leia was raised. I guess she initially her heritage comes from Naboo, and maybe not even Tatooine. I mean, I know that's where Anakin grew up, but who knows where he was from originally, or where Shmi Skywalker was originally. Maybe it was Tatooine. But anyway, so that's her heritage. She was not really from Alderaan, but she lived there all her life, and she was their princess, and so on and so forth. So, but that's an interesting backstory. That she's one of the few Alderaanians, I don't know, still alive, and plus she has history fighting in the Galactic Civil War, and that she was at Endor mopping up after they defeated the Emperor at the new Death Star and all that. So all kinds of cool stuff you could weave into that for her story. And maybe even go into, was there a new Alderaan for survivors of Alderaan and that sort of thing? Who knows? But so there's a whole other narrative to follow beyond the Mandalorian narrative, which they can leave that up to Mandalorian. So again, yes, she does have the physical prowess and presence to be believable in these roles and handle big guns and all that sort of thing, and also be believable that she was this a trooper in during the war and has all the background and experience of that to prop up her character going forward in whatever story and narrative they can map out for her. So there's all kind of cool stuff there. Would there be a romance between her and Mandalorian, and she has to make out with his helmet? I don't know about that, but maybe they'll introduce a character for her in her own series. Yeah, in a lot of ways, I wanted her to be in a superhero. For a while there was a push for her to be Wonder Woman because she just, has that presence and whatnot. But no, I think that role's pretty well safe where it is. And maybe she could have been Superwoman from the Crime Syndicate. She did play a superpowered woman in Deadpool, but it was a rather brief role. But that in and of itself, she brings this sort of credibility visually for that because of her physique and everything and how she's able to present that. Plus, she knows how to fight. So, but she just has to be able to perform and deliver lines and give credibility and character to the character itself and maintain that personality and all of that. And as far as Mandalorian Season 1 goes, she did that very well. So, might be something here to look forward to for Cara Dune on Disney Plus.
All right. Thank you for watching and listening. Why not like and subscribe and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores and have plenty of goodies for you. Hats, mugs, stickers, posters, all that goody stuff. Plus, you can head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book Night Night. Oh, yeah. Plus, you can also catch my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, over at RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on my channel at BitChute. That's the Mr Nailsin channel on BitChute.com.